Hi there, boys and girls. How are you? Today is Sunday. It is the day before school starts. So I thought I would read to you the night before kindergarten. Are we feeling excited? Maybe a little nervous? Oh, I can't believe the day is finally here. This story is by Natasha Wing. That means that Natasha is the author of the story, and she wrote all of the words in the book, okay? It's illustrated by Julie Durrell. When we have an illustrator, that means that they drew all of the pictures. They drew all of them. So the illustrator draws the picture, and the author writes the words. So let's get started. The night before kindergarten. 'Twas the night before kindergarten, and as they prepared, kids were excited and a little bit scared. They tossed and they turned about in their beds, while visions of school supplies danced in their heads. Erasers and crayons, pencils galore were stuffed in their backpacks and set by the door. Outfits were hung in the closets with care, knowing that kindergarten soon will be there. So it talks about your pens or your backpacks being ready. Maybe your backpack's not ready, but maybe your tablet or your computer's ready for you to go. In the morning, it came. School starts today. Would the teacher be nice? Would they still get to play? Faces were washed and teeth were brushed white. Kids posed for pictures with eyes sparkling bright. These are all things we can still do, right? We can wash our faces, brush our teeth, take our first day of school picture. Parents packed snacks and kids hopped in cars as if they were boarding a spaceship to Mars. Some kids brought blankets or their favorite stuffed bear in hopes they could nap like they did in daycare. Their parents exclaimed, "You're big kids, wow! Let us hold your bears and your blankies for now." The bears and blankies don't get to come to school. Their parents were worried their children would cry if they left them at school with just a goodbye. So they told their darlings, "If you want, we can stay and make sure everything will be A-okay." The teacher then greeted each one with a smile and invited the students to stay for a while. So all the kids are on the carpet and all the parents are waiting at the door. It might look a little bit different, right? Maybe you're all waiting at your desk area or your kitchen counter, getting ready for our Zoom school to start. Maybe your parent is giving you some space. It's gonna look a lot different this year, but we're still gonna have a lot of fun. The room was all filled with toys, books, and maps. But where were the beds for mid-morning naps? They colored and painted and played Simon Says, then tumbled and skipped and stood on their heads. These are all things we could still do. We can still color. We can play Simon Says through Zoom. I'll give you some time to tumble. I don't know about standing on our heads. They sang silly songs from beginning to end. Within just 1 minute, each kid had a friend. Can't wait to see what friendships you make this year. The children were happy. They loved Miss Sunrise. It was she who was in for a giant surprise. When what to her wandering eyes should appear, but sad mom and dads who were holding back tears. Their noses so sniffly, their eyes red and wet. This was the saddest goodbye Miss Sunrise had seen yet. Oh, poor parents. She gathered the grown-ups on the magical rug, then sent them away after one final hug. Seems like the first day of kindergarten might be harder on mom and dad than it is for you guys. The children all waved from the door of the school. Don't cry, Mom and Dad. Kindergarten is cool. So that was the night before kindergarten. I'm so glad you joined me for this story time, and I will see you tomorrow. It is our first day, and I will see you then. Have a super great rest of your Sunday. Take care, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye, Redbirds.